Hey, my dear listeners, hope you all are doing well. You must have understood the topic for this video from the title Menstruation. Do period jokes make you feel uncomfortable? Do you consider yourself woke yet feel shy to talk about it? Have you not watched the movie Padman in theaters? Then cheers, this episode is for you.
Tell me, babe, you wanna leave this town?
So we all know that this is a natural process, biological cycle, etc. Thanks to the internet though, because our schools never really taught about it. I remember when I was in 10th standard, one fine day, all the girls of my class were called by the principal and they were taken into a digital classroom where they watched some presentation. When they came back in the lunch, they were all giggling. We boys had no clue what was happening because when we asked them, they wouldn't reply. Till that age, I used to think that it's just the uncontrollable urination like babies do. And so my initial reaction upon understanding it was, ew, disgusting. The credit goes to the lack of education, of course. See, discussing menstruation or periods with a girl is one of the hardest tasks for a boy, and sometimes for girls as well. So, why does it matter? Look, we all know that it is as natural as bleeding from a cut or sweating, yet we consider it some sort of taboo or a bad thing, as if it's something which is done intentionally, like masturbation. The society considers it some kind of evil. There are euphemisms like that time of the month, she needs rest. Isn't it kind of misogynistic? Isn't it bad for social development? And if we continue to accept this taboo, it's gonna take an eternity to change. The thing with most boys is, we don't even know what we don't know. Okay, there are some boys who care for their girl, but there aren't many who can do the same for their mother, sister, or friend. It's not even that hard. She needs mental comfort, that's it. Just Google PMS, guys, you would understand. We can do small things like giving her chocolates, or medicines for the cramps, or providing a heat pad, and of course tolerate the mood shifts. But we act like menstruation is a myth and it doesn't exist. This stigma is observed across all parts of the globe. In many cultures, the girls are put into isolation and are not allowed to indulge in regular activities. This must have started to provide rest, but it has now turned into restrictions. Okay, think of this example. If you were ever attacked by the coronavirus, you were in the quarantine and just waiting for that period to finish and come out of the room, didn't you? Now imagine going through this shit every month with blood down there and having no one to care for. Doesn't feel nice, eh? This is why we need to break the taboo. Even few tribal cultures are more open about it than us, the so-called open-minded urban people. Few cultures call women impure during her periods. It's them who is impure with such mindset, when period is such a wonderful part of the motherhood. And for a fact, if you know, there's a ceremony in South India where they celebrate a girl's first period. And on the other hand, we buy pads in a black polythene. I mean, this is such a bad irony. When airplane toilets can provide pads for emergencies, shouldn't they be available and easily accessible everywhere? Or at least we can be provided with vending machines. So where does it begin? Just like charity begins at home, our parents and our teachers are the first ones to talk about it, to explain us about the stress, pain and endurance they go through. And after them, it's us who is responsible. Girls, if you are listening to this, there are times when a boy would like to ask you about your health, but he just wouldn't, considering, like, thinking that it might offend you or make you feel uncomfortable. So why don't you also start being open about it, leaving all the shyness aside? And if they still don't resonate, clearly the boy is immature. So the only solution to this is open communication and considering it purely normal. Women must know about all the ways of hygiene and the products like menstrual cups, tampons, sanitary pads, etc. As per statistics, 88% of the Indian women, they don't even have proper access to these, and they use dirty cloths, rags, dried leaves, ashes and what not, suffering from period poverty. This is very unhygienic and causes terrible infections. Even it causes diseases like early menopause. So at the end, it's for us to decide whether to complain about the taboo, staying ignorant, or be a part of this change to be called for, like a real man.
Hey guys, my podcast playlist is all on Spotify, link is in the description. And if you agree with my views, then do like this video and share with someone. Bye.